I heard Norman Powell with this whole trade reached out to you.
Yeah. He texted me. Yeah, so I I just saw Norman Powell in Cannes when I left to go to France. I saw Norman Powell out there. There's a lot of athletes now coming to Cannes. Melo and some others, Sue Bird, others are kind of like they're becoming like the founding fathers of this thing called Sports Beach out there, where you get to where athletes really get a place where they can come and do business and be a part of business conversations, right? So Norman was out there, and we got a chance to just rap on the street real quick, just a little vibe, and then think I was golfing. I actually was golfing. I come back and I got a text on my phone, and he's just like, "Yo, big bro, I'm on my way. Like I'm going out to Miami, dog. Like I can't wait. I can't wait to put a jersey on." And I'm looking. I'm like, who is this? You know what I'm saying? And then Ken hit me, and he was like, Norman Powell just got traded. I was like, oh, this Norman. And so I hit him right back, and so we start rapping, and I know how much of inspiration he took from the player that I was. You know what I'm saying? Been a guy who's like we just said, that's in that 6'3", 6'4", compact, quick, explosive. He's taking pieces of different people's game, of course, and he's giving me some love for what he's taking from me, or not taking from me, but what he saw that I did, that he's utilizing in his own game. And so it's cool to have that connection, like that, man. And it's a dream for him to put that jersey on, because he grew up watching one of his favorite players play in that jersey. So it's going to be an emotional night for him, I'm sure, when he actually get out there and actually put that jersey on. But yeah, it's cool. And he was a great piece, man. Y'all know how good Norman is. He was an all-star this year out there in the West. And so for the Heat to be able to get a player like that with Bam, with Tyler, as the 1-2 options, like, all right.
Great pick.
All right. Let's go.
He's a Heat culture guy. He spoke on that when he got traded and talked about him going to Miami. That he's a Heat culture. He fits all.
He check all the boxes.
He checks all the boxes for a Heat guy, and having the opportunity to watch Norman and DeLon grow over the last 10 years has been pretty dope, because they used to compete against each other, Utah versus UCLA. So I used to always be like, Norman Powell again, hitting big shots, beating
big shots.
Utah, So then them two guys getting drafted in Toronto, and he was a second-round pick. DeLon was the first-round pick, but just to see his grit and his grind. I'm trying to remember his logo, his brand name. Is it the under something UTG? I believe. I forget what it is exactly.
What brand?
Norman's brand. It's like UTG. It's something about like the underdog, like
he's an underdog guy.
Yeah, the grind and stuff like that. But I just know that he really puts the work in. He works with my guy AJ Diggs, who I trained with when I was, playing. So they get in the gym, they get after it. And he's going to be the perfect Miami type of guy.
I love it.
It starts with the mentality, though, right? Like him already identifying that the Heat culture is a perfect fit for him, and being willing to be a part of that culture.
Yeah, bro.
You got to be willingly. You can't nobody drag you into a culture. You got to be willing to go and be ready to submit to what they're trying to do in that program.
Yeah.
But at this point in his career, this is a perfect place for him to get to that level that he was just on the cusp of. That all-star level, that, what I'm saying, being one of the best players. And like he said, once PG left, it opened up the opportunities more for him, and he shined. Man, one thing I remember about, Norman, very early in Toronto, and I know when young guys come in, they have some respect for me. Like, guys show it, or already. But what I loved about him when he guarded me, like, you can see the admiration in his eyes, but you can see, like, he wasn't going.
Yeah.
Like, and I love that from a young guy that comes in and knowing, like, God, like, how we all are, like, oh, man, I'm guarding Vince Carter.
Yeah, fanboy out.
Yeah, but then at the same time, you like, all right, I got a job to do. And so that's what I recognized right away when he guarded me. And, I remember just early on, just having some conversation back and forth on the court, him asking questions, like laughing because I hit him with a move that he saw his whole life. Like, we just good chemistry, good vibe, but just a great competitor, out there on that floor, man. And that's what Miami loves. Miami loves, competitors. And Norman Powell is that. And so that's another step in the direction that, you want to see Miami turn to. to get this thing right back on track and not go too far away from it. So that's a good one.